What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to talk about the Hifiman 400se, and actually this is the BJ2, which is a 400se heavily modified. It's a Blackjack 2. Pretty cool mod. So it's cryo treated, and the transducer was retensioned, so it makes it behave a little differently, and I'll talk about that, what the differences are. But first, let's just talk about the stock form. I'll tell you right away, I recommend it for the price. Hell yeah, it beats a lot of headphones, even above its price range. But it does need a lot of power, so you got to give it the right amount of juice. I actually prefer this on the HK770, and I made a video for that. If you wanna watch, it's coming soon. Anyways, how does it sound? You hear, I guess the main word is detail. You hear for the price. Most of you that are in this price range have probably never heard detail like this before. You'll hear it in the bass, in the mids, and in the treble. The one thing that I will say is a negative about this is it does lack emotion compared to dynamics, such as the Sennheiser HD 650 and the 600. So if that's what you're into, you know, a warm and, you know, more emotionally connected to the sound, connected to the track type of sound, then you might like the Sennheisers better. So these are definitely technically better, and this here is, well, it's actually, let me close. This is probably what it is, pretty close to, not quite, but it's in that ballpark. That's how much of a difference in sound. So this, you know, it's not competing at that level at all. That was a HE1000 V1, really good headphone, and this is actually, you know, not far off. It came with, when you buy the BJ2, he makes it with custom pads, and I personally prefer it with the stock pads, so I put the stock ones on the BJ2. It just helps the bass a little bit. I need bass in my music. So if you listen to softer music like classical or jazz, or, you know, that sort of thing, Frank Sinatra or whatever, you can probably get away with just the iFi Zen DAC for the 400se. But for me, that's not enough. I need more power, more bass. I like my music loud, and I like bass. So the cheapest one that I found that I liked for this was the iFi Zen Can, and it has a bass boost button, so that's good for me. This one, the BJ2, is not even as power hungry as the stock one. So for the price, do I recommend 400se? Yes, but you need the amplifier. You have to have the amplifier. It will sound bad on an Apple dongle, in my opinion. It doesn't get loud enough. Now this one, you know, heavily modified. Do I recommend it at the price? Yes, I do, big time. You're for under $500. You're competing with some of the big boys. So not quite like Sasvara level, but, you know, comes close to HE1000. You know, Trades Blows, which is pretty insane for the price. So the only problem is they're really hard to find. So if you can find one, that is. And, you know, maybe if you talk to me, I might be able to hook you up with the guy that makes them. So just let me know. He might make an exception and make some extras, but it doesn't sound like he'll have the time. We'll see. All right, so the soundstage for the stock 400se, unfortunately, it does not go to my preference, which is in front of my head. It's right, you know, right coming across my inside my head, and maybe to at the most to the maybe to my nose, like barely, you know. So I don't like it for gaming. There's better options for gaming, but for music, this is pretty solid, and the build quality is actually really good for the price too. I'm really surprised. Pretty cool. Anyways, that's it for now. Talk to you guys later.